Namaste and warm welcome to you all in yet another episode of the Glam Show. This is your program host Rojika Pokhrel. On the verge of inviting different guests from different fraternity, on this very episode we have invited Miss Asia Pacific International Nepal 2025. She is none other than Prapti Ranabhat. Let's welcome her on the show. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the Glam Show.
Thank you very much.
So let's start the conversation from your own pageantry journey. So
Sure.
you hold this title of Miss Asia Pacific Nepal 2025. You also went to Manila, Philippines to represent Nepal in Miss Asia Pacific International, right?
Yes, I did.
So when they announced that you were in the top 10 among more than 43 participants from different country on the global stage, what was your experience? How did you feel at the time?
So firstly, top 30 was announced and I was honestly over the moon top 30 ma hunalai नै. And then top 30 पछि we had a round and then we did our sequence and everything. And then top 10 को announcement को बेलामा चाहिँ I was so surprised. म त because Nepal र Macau we had similar pronunciation.
Okay.
So अब नेपाल भन्नुभएको कि Macau जस्तो नि भएको थियो मलाई for the first like सुन्दाखेरि चाहिँ तर पछि नेपाल भन्नुभएको रहेछ and I was really happy.
Okay. So at that moment, what was running through your mind? के सोचिराख्नु भएको थियो नेपाल भन्दा? You said that you were quite confused between the Macau and Nepal, the pronunciation, right?
Yeah.
अलिकति त्यो nervousness, अलिकति त्यो excitement, हैन? So त्यो एउटा momentलाई process गर्न पनि अलिकति गाह्रो भइरहेको हुन सक्छ हैन त्यो बेलामा, like lots of crowds, people are watching you from all over the world, your family rooting you, your friends supporting you, हैन? So के भइरहेको थियो त्यो ब्रेनमा चाहिँ त्यो टाइममा?
त्यो बेला चाहिँ मेरो ठ्याक्क दिमागमा clocked in that मेरो पछाडी जो मसँग काम गर्नु भएको थियो, all my people who were there to help me, उहाँहरु नै फर्स्टमा आउनुभयो. Other than my family, मेरो national directors, मेरो mentor who was there for me right first day देखि अहिलेसम्म and more days to come, but अजय दाई obviously and त्यसपछि हाम्रो सोनम दाई who was there to मेरो लागि सबै gownsहरु everything he was there to provide. So I was like यो त कस्तो surreal type के moment, like everything was coming, rewinding all the things that we went through, the preparation process, everything was like ठ्याक्क झलझल याद आइरहेको थियो.
Right. So आफ्नो त्यो back support लाई चाहिँ एकदम धेरै सम्झिनु भयो त्यो टाइममा.
Definitely.
Right. So making it to the top 10 is not a joke at all. For someone from the country, जसले पनि small country भनिराखेको हैन, अझ पेजेन्ट्रीमा त्यति धेरै हिस्ट्री छैन हाम्रो हैन, सो ग्लोबल स्टेजमा गइराख्दा प्रिपरेसन पनि नपुगेको हो कि जस्तो हामीलाई फिल हुन्छ एज एन ऑडियन्सेस पनि. So while you are participating, you had that thing on your mind or not, top 10 मा म पुग्छु or like नेपाललाई चाहिँ ग्लोबल स्टेजमा among so many participants हुन्छ नि, आफूलाई रिप्रेजेन्ट गरेर चाहिँ एउटा प्लेसमेन्ट लिएर आउँछु भन्ने चाहिँ सोच्नु भएको थियो कि थिएन, or like सोच्नु भएको थियो भने चाहिँ कुन एजले के कुरा के फ्याक्टरले चाहिँ यहाँलाई चाहिँ हुन्छ नि म टप 10 मा पुग्छु होला, अर हुन्छ नि के कुराले चाहिँ म स्ट्यान्ड आउट हुन्छु होला भन्ने लागेको थियो इनिशियली?
So again मेरो चाहिँ pageantry भन्दा नि I was more into runway first. So pageantry तिर त्यस्तो धेरै मेरो like मैले धेरै रिसर्चहरु त्यस्तो गरेको थिइनँ. But then मेरो mentor अजय दाई, he was like there to support me. First day मै उहाँले you can do it हुन्छ नि तिमीमा potential छ भनेर मलाई. So he gave me that assurance that I really needed. Ani Ashim Dai हुनुहुन्थ्यो. He was definitely like मेरो right hand जस्तै. He was there for every single move I made. जतिखेर दुवैजना दाइहरुलाई चाहिँ मैले जस्तो खालके सिचुएसनमा नि आधी रातमा होस् या जतिखेर कल गर्दा नि they would be there for me. So उहाँहरु दुईजनाले they pushed me a lot. अनि हाम्रो अनुप sir, he was there as well. अनि सोनम दाई, our designer, he was always praising me. He was like सक्छौ गर्न सक्छौ. अनि my family of course. So उहाँहरुले चाहिँ जब मलाई त्यो they encouraged me so much that I was skeptical at first, definitely. तर पछि चाहिँ हो कि क्या हो म सक्छु जस्तो लाग्यो and then I did it.
Okay. Very nice. So pageantry भन्ने बित्तिकै जहिले पनि त्यो stereotype एउटा छ कि ग्ल्यामरसँग जोडेर हेरिन्छ, right? So it's not just about the glamour. There's so much more to offer from the pageantry, glamour मात्र नभएर. So you being participated in the Miss Asia Pacific and now you hold this title as well. You're not coming from the pageant background initially, हैन, runway but you started your career almost 1.5 years ago.
Yes.
Right? So what's the pageantry? How do you like to describe the beauty pageant?
अब pageantry भनेको it is obviously glitz and glamour यो आफ्नै ठाउँमा छ, but as an individual personally एकदमै नै self confidence build up and things that you've not noticed about yourself you start noticing it when you go through the process of pageantry जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई चाहिँ. Even मेरो personal experience मा पनि I felt a lot and like difference धेरै नै भयो before the pageantry and now the person I am, I'm completely changed जस्तो लाग्छ. And then त्यो मात्र नभएर pageantry मा when we're going internationally, we are promoting our country, we are representing our country, so that is a huge factor as well. So it's obviously both side is there.
Right. So what is the specific things that you have learned in pageant that you will like keep using that thing or like keep practicing that thing in your daily life in coming days as well?
That would be discipline. Discipline भन्नाले it does not have to be behavioral or just about certain things. It can be very dynamic. So the drive to wake up early, maybe do something, deadline. I used to procrastinate a lot, so I don't do that आजकल चाहिँ I've lessened that
So day-to-day life मा small changes ले गर्दा पनि life easier भएको छ, right? So discipline को कुरा गरिहाल्नु भयो हैन. So there are many people in the pageant. We have heard this thing a lot हैन. There's so much of chaos behind the scene को कुरा गर्नु पर्दा. So today we are also focusing on the aspect that people who work behind the scenes हैन. So people who push the face of Miss Asia Pacific भनेर your face Prapti मात्र भन्दाखेरि पनि there are a lot of people working behind the scenes हैन. They really need the appreciation too. Who you would like to remember like behind the scenes को मान्छेहरु or like नेपाललाई top 10 सम्म पुर्याउनको लागि त not just your solo effort, right? There are so many people out there who like knowingly or unknowingly वहाँ चाहिँ part हुनु भयो हैन. So let's celebrate them, let's talk about them too.
Absolutely. So firstly मेरो family, obviously they were there for me right from the first. उहाँले support गर्नुभयो मलाई throughout, and to this day they are still pushing me forward. Other than मेरो family, मेरो national directors Anup sir र Ashim dai, they have been the most amazing people ever, always pushing me to do something better. अनि मैले चाहिँ कसरी आफ्नो countryलाई चाहिँ how can I make my country proud भनेर नि त्यो कुरा भइहाल्यो. Other than that, अजय दाई मेरो mentor and choreographer. So उहाँले चाहिँ even मेरो audition को बेलादेखि नै he pushed me. He was like, you have the drive, you have the everything that needs to be there. So उहाँले चाहिँ he helped me with every single thing, every single aspect. मेरो personal development पनि भन्छु, my confidence, my everything. So उहाँले चाहिँ मलाई एकदमै नै he was there for me when I needed it the most. So मेरो mentor र choreographer मात्र नभएर he was a brother to me, which was the greatest thing ever. I felt really comfortable working with him. अनि उहाँ सँगसँगै हाम्रो डिजाइनर्सहरु हाम्रो नेपालको, I really wanted to represent मेरो countryको raw talent, the talent we have in the fashion industry. So Sonam Dai huनुहुन्थ्यो. We had our designer from Pokhara, she was there when I was wearing the Gorkha wala national costume ko belama, and I really wanted to do something different, so why she made my vision come true. And there were a lot of other designers we also worked with, different local and nationwide khalke designers as well, so it was really nice.
Okay, I hope they are listening to that your kura and they are happy. So moving on, since you say that you didn't belong from this background, so त्यो भएको भएर चाहिँ के कुरा थियो जसले गर्दा चाहिँ यहाँको पर्सपेक्टिभ पेजेन्ट रिलेटेड चेन्ज भयो?
I initially, to be honest, मलाई चाहिँ pageant would be easy जस्तो लाग्थ्यो. That completely changed my mind, because त्यो pageant को days आउनु भन्दा अगाडि कति दिन अगाडिदेखि नै कस्तो crazy training हुन्छ. After that you go there and you have to be put together the entire time, and you get very less sleep, you learn a lot, and you meet different people, you socialize. So there's a lot of things that really changed, that मेरो पर्सपेक्टिभ जुन थियो त्यो होइन रहेछ. मेरो ओपिनियन नै चेन्ज भयो त्यसपछि चाहिँ.
And you're happy to know that?
Obviously, yes.
Okay. So the title comes with the responsibility, of course, right? So global stage मा नेपाललाई लिएर जाँदा त्यो प्रेसराइज एक हिसाबले फिल गरिराख्नु भएको थियो. तर when you came back almost a month ago here in the country, हैन, नेपालमा आइसकेपछि अब एक हिसाबले गर्दा टप 10 मा पुगिसकेपछि हैन, so मान्छेहरुको एक हिसाबको अझै बढी रेस्पोन्सिबिलिटी हुँदो रहेछ केही न केही हिसाबले, especially people who are like following beauty pageants for a long time, उहाँहरुको पनि एउटा रेस्पोन्सिबिलिटी यहाँलाई लिएर छ होला के पनि हैन. So यहाँले फिल गर्नुभएको त्यो रेस्पोन्सिबिलिटी चाहिँ के हो त अब आउने दिनहरुमा?
मेरो लागि चाहिँ the most question that I was asked by other people were like, what is next now? हजुरको next step के हुन्छ भनेर सोध्नुहुन्थ्यो. So त्यो कुरा चाहिँ मैले अहिलेसम्म डिसाइड गरेको छैन. I still need time to process and work more. So त्यो कुरा भन्दा पनि अरु प्रेसराइजिङ कुरा भनेको चाहिँ त्यस्तो धेरै चाहिँ छैन. Obviously there is going to be like एउटा पोजिसनमा भएपछि चाहिँ देयर इज अ लिटल बिट अफ प्रेसर तर आई डोन्ट फिल द्याट त्यो intense pressure of doing something or I have to do something भनेर त्यस्तो चाहिँ अहिलेसम्म छैन.
So again, if you have that intense pressure, then त्यो थिङ्सहरू mess up गर्ने chance चाहिँ अझ धेरै हुन्छ. You need to process, slow down, enjoy the moment, and त्यसपछि you'll figure it out, of course, right? So there are people in social media, sometimes they get really, really harsh, especially to the people pageantमा लाग्नु भएको or like glam sectorमा लाग्नु भएको मान्छेहरूको लागि चाहिँ. So till this date, have you faced something like that? हुन्छ नि harsh comments or like harsh messages sometimes, जसले चाहिँ सबै एनर्जी नै ड्रेन हुने हैन त्यस्तो फिल भएको छ कि छैन or like भएको थियो भने चाहिँ how did you like tackle those things?
Yes, I have had some things about especially when it comes to people you know and they're commenting things about me. त्यस्तो कुराहरु चाहिँ it does hurt sometimes, but when it's like people I don't know, I don't really care about their opinion किनकि उहाँहरु चाहिँ they're not standing in my shoes. So उहाँहरुको opinion they can keep it to themselves honestly. So उहाँहरुले express गर्न पाउनु that's a good thing. If it is a constructive criticism, then I would definitely take it to improve myself in better ways. But if it's like some nonsense thing, I just like try to ignore it. And I talk with my mother whenever things are hard for me. I talk to my parents and they're always there to reassure me that these are things that I can always improve on, or they are not necessarily I don't have to really look toward that kind of stuff.
That's really nice. When you see those messages, you see them. Okay, you don't know me, please don't talk. You put that message aside and you move on with your life. Right? That's what we should do, because we cannot entertain every negative comments or messages all the time.
Yes.
So moving on, Prapti. So everyone has their why. Why you're gonna enter some pageantry, or like for you, it was like Miss Asia Pacific. Why Miss Asia Pacific International Nepal for you? What was the reason?
So I was on a break. I did not have particularly something to do. So मेरो free time I really wanted to do something productive. So I came across Miss Asia Pacific audition thing, and I also talked with Ajay Dai. He was like, yes, you should do it. He was encouraging me a lot. So I talked with my parents and I really wanted to join किनकि the reason I chose Miss Asia Pacific is because मैले पहिला पनि सुनेको थिएँ जस्तै हाम्रो first Miss Nepal Ruby Rana ma'am, she was there representing Nepal Miss Asia Pacific for the first time. So for me it was a great platform किनकि even though पछि Miss World आयो, but we started with Miss Asia Pacific, so I thought it is a very great platform, very old one, and I really wanted to represent Nepal once more.
Okay. So any plans that you are going to represent Nepal again in an international platform?
I don't think it is sure, but maybe in some...
We never know.
Yeah, we never know.
Right. So while you were representing Nepal in Manila, culture-wise त अलिकति different भयो होला हैन? What was the moment हुन्छ नि अलिकति नयाँ लागेको, कल्चरल सक भएको, or हुन्छ नि त्यो प्लेसेसहरु एक्सप्लोर गर्दा, मान्छेहरु एक्सप्लोर गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ अलिकति अचम्म भएको मोमेन्ट के त्यस्तो केही थियो?
Yes, definitely a lot. हाम्रो तर cultural wise we were kind of similar to them because they were very hospitable and उहाँहरुको genuine they really took care of us, so I did not feel like I was away from home. तर जति जे भने नेपाल त नेपाल नै हो.
Right.
हजुर, so त्यो भयो, but after like 2 weeks of being there, हामी अर्को सिटीमा सिबुमा जाँदा फेरि चाहिँ earthquake भएको थियो के, and it was like 6.9 and we were really struck by it and गाह्रै भएको थियो त्यहाँ, अनि त्यसपछि त्यहाँ पनि a lot of people lost their lives and then their home. So मैले चाहिँ the thing that I found the most shocking was उहाँहरुको government मात्र हैन कि even the local people भूकम्प गएको 2 घण्टा पनि भएको थिएन होला, the aids were already there and they were already starting to like help people out. It was like very fast, and त्यो कुराले चाहिँ I was like, wow, that is support that is needed in every single country जस्तो लाग्यो. गभर्नमेन्टले नि आफ्नो काम त गरिराख्नु भएको थियो, but they had procedures. However, the local people, they came together and they started working as well, and that was like, wow, that was really crazy.
Okay. So that definitely reminded you हाम्रो 2012 को पहिलाको earthquake पनि होला हैन? So being far away from the home country, त्यो the unusual circumstances हो नि त, natural calamities. सो त्यो हुँदाखेरि चाहिँ वाट हिट यु माइन्ड हुन्छ नि फ्यामिलीसँग कनेक्ट हुन पाउनु भएन होला केही टाइम होइन कस्तो थियो त्यो सर्कमस्टान्सेस अलिकति त्यो हार्डसिप भनौँ हार्डसिपै भन्न चाहेँ मैले बिकज एकदमै अननेचुरल हुन्छ नि हुँदै नहुने कुरा थाहै नभएको कुरा हुँदाखेरि अचानक हुँदाखेरि चाहिँ कस्तो फिल भएको थियो
So this was my first time traveling alone itself, and it was really hard for me to adjust the weather, the food, and everything. So I was barely adjusting. ठ्याक्क त्यही बेला भूकम्प गयो, and then गाह्रो भयो हामी धेरै लड्यौँ पनि, अनि it was really hard for us to take that in because we were constantly getting warnings अब यो हुन्छ अनि aftershocks चाहिँ every like certain minutes मा आइराख्ने अनि it would be like 4 or 5 Richter को. So त्यसले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ I tried to call my parents, I tried to call people back home तर यहाँ पनि एकदम ठुलो पानी परिरहेको थियो त्यो बेलामा अनि we had load shedding यता. So I could not connect with them. So I felt really isolated, but I had Miss Asia Pacific aru ladies there were there for me. They were really nice. I still am friends with every single one of them. And we still talk sometimes and they were there to help me. They were there to reassure me that I am safe. You don't have to worry. You make sure to tell your parents that you're safe and you know, be like calm down type.
Okay, भनेपछि there were people around you जस्तो सपोर्ट गर्नुभयो हैन त्यसले गर्दा चाहिँ अलिकति इज भयो त्यो सर्कमस्टान्सेसलाई ट्याकल गर्नको लागि राइट सो टेल मी अबाउट योर फ्यामिली हाउ डु दे फिल हैन इन्टरनेसनली यहाँले नेपाललाई रिप्रेजेन्ट गरिराख्दाखेरि प्लेसमेन्ट ल्याइराख्दाखेरि फ्रेन्ड्स एन्ड फ्यामिली वाट वाज योर रेस्पोन्स वेदर सम पिपल जसले चाहिँ हुन्छ नि पेजेन्टमा किन गइरहेको there are people in the society not just it doesn't have to be your own family or friends there might be some people in the society why beauty pageants what is he doing भन्ने पनि त हुन्छ नि त स्टिल हाम्रो सोसाइटीमा चाहिँ अझै पनि पेजेन्टलाई ओपनली सपोर्ट चाहिँ गरिँदैन सो त्यो केसमा त्यस्तो खालको हार्डसिप यहाँले फेस गर्नु भएको थियो कि थिएन
मेरो फ्यामिलीबाट चाहिँ my grandfather grandmother they were supportive I thought they would like actually not like your sector but they were very supportive and my parents my father he was kind of skeptical about sending me alone and he's a very protective person my mother helped him understand that it is something that will make me go to a better place and do something for myself and my country so my parents and my siblings they were always supporting me other than that my friends I never heard a discouraging word from them it was always like yes you can do it janu parcha garnu parcha so you have to experience every single aspect of your life so this can be one of it so I did
everyone's
not get
very sporty
yes
right so pageant gives you this spotlight alongside pressure too right one thing that you feel from very within हैन जुन कुरा चाहिँ खासै धेरै भनिँदैन बोलिँदैन तर बुझ्नु पर्छ धेरै जना अडियन्सेस जस्तो यहाँलाई लाग्छ त्यस्तो केही छ
there are certain moments when we make mistake on the stage personally मेरो चाहिँ I always had stage fright so त्यसलाई fight back गर्न मलाई धेरै नै गाह्रो भएको थियो so there were certain times where I made mistake तर त्यसको लागि I did not necessarily get any kind of discouragement मेरो they were like yes next time राम्रो गर्ने यताउति भन्नुहुन्थ्यो but मेरो लागि हैन कि अरु when I see other representative and the comments sometimes I read them it's very harsh like it's okay sometimes huncha represent गर्न गाह्रो काम हो whenever you're wearing a certain kind of outfit the heels एकदमै गाह्रो हुन्छ त्यो कुरा चाहिँ अलि बुझ्नु पर्छ जस्तो लाग्छ सबैले
okay so one thing that you would like to whisper to yourself you say that you are so like frightened with the stage and stage fear एक हिसाबको यहाँमा थियो भन्नुभयो I think now you have overcome that fear too so what would you like to whisper to yourself स्टेजमा जानु भन्दा अगाडिको प्राप्तिलाई चाहिँ what would you like to say अहिलेको लागि advice
so मैले अहिलेको लागि मात्र हैन कि मैले त्यो बेला पनि यही कुरा भन्थे it's just a couple of minutes bear it fake it do whatever you can so that's what I told myself and it worked
it magically worked right
so
moving on we do have this segment named Too Glam to Give Them in our show where I'll be asking you a few questions regarding your own pageantry journey if you don't like to answer some questions you can skip them as well all right
sure
So my first question for you would be confidence or kindness which wins the crown or the title
I would say kindness
okay the boldest decision that you have ever taken so far
I used to be an introvert but then I started talking to people I think that it was one of the boldest
okay that's nice you grow your confidence within yourself and especially say you are on the global stage एउटा introvert personले आफ्नो journey हैन extrovert भन्नु because यो फिल्ममा you need to talk to people a lot, you need to interact with the people a lot हैन. So त्यो पनि one of the boldest decisions थियो यहाँको लाइफको, which I think you will cherish it for the lifetime.
Yes.
Right? So if Nepal were a perfume, what 3 words would describe its like the scent?
Scent. I would say first the wood.
Okay.
Because the trees.
Sandalwood?
No, normal wood.
Okay, wood. Okay.
Another would be sunflowers.
Wildflowers?
Wildflowers, especially, and berries.
Berries.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, do you remember any one Filipino phrase you picked up in Manila that you still remember?
I do remember some. I don't necessarily remember the phrase, but I do remember the words.
Words. Okay.
Yes. So they say mabuhay for hi.
Okay.
Hello, and they say salamat po for thank you.
Okay. So which moment felt more like nerve-wracking on stage, like Q&A or like waiting for the results?
I would say Q&A. Because,
Q&A.
yes, I'm not saying necessarily we, but I, as a person, I was very stressed out because we were in a lot of pressure, and the hall was too big. I could not hear properly, and there was a lot of things going on. So, question answer, I would say.
Q&A round. All right. So one stereotype that beauty queens you are tired of hearing a lot.
Some of the beauty queens might come off as fake, as some media they show, but every single beauty queen that I've met with, I felt the genuineness in them. I never saw like something different on the stage and something different off the stage.
Okay.
So, in my perspective, no.
Okay. So, what's the real you? Heels or sneakers?
Heels.
Okay. You're comfy like walking on the heels.
So, I'm a pageant ko bela, so we had to wear heels like 12 hours.
It was a compulsion, of course.
So, I really got used to it. So, I feel like sneakers pan laउने कुरा हो जस्तो
Okay.
हुन्छ.
But on normal days also you try to like go with the heels.
I know, obviously, whenever I'm going to a certain program, I wear heels. Tara, after like I'm a barefoot kind of person, so either heels or I wear boots.
Okay. Did the height criteria sometimes made you insecure while you were in the international platform?
Yes, there were a lot of tall ladies from different nationalities. उहाँहरूको चाहिँ country कै हुन्छ नि average is not even me जस्तो के अनि त्यो हुँदाखेरि चाहिँ I did feel that, but certainly हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ we were all of different backgrounds and diverse backgrounds, so त्यसले गर्दा चाहिँ I did not really feel that harsh of comparison.
Okay. So any song that instantly puts you in your power zone? Do you remember any song right now?
I listen to Vienna a lot by Billy Joel, but it's not a very enthusiastic song. However, it's a really nice song.
Okay. So one thing that you've learned about yourself after an international pageant?
I was putting myself, I was not really going out and doing things. I was keeping myself locked in a certain type of box, but I was not aware of my own capabilities. So after pageant, I realized that I can do this and that, a lot of things.
Okay. If you could crown anyone, be that famous or not, who would it be and why?
I have a lot of ladies, but I cannot choose because they're all so talented.
Okay.
Yes.
The one question you wish judges had asked you on that stage?
On that stage? They asked me what I wanted them to ask, but I was not reciprocating actually. So they asked me about my experience, and I did not have the time management that I should have. So I kind of messed up the last part because I could not conclude it well.
Okay.
So the question was great, but it was me.
Okay. So any line or motivational quote that you would want every young Nepali girls to remember about like chasing their dreams?
I've heard this quote this one time in Miss Nepal's question answer round. I was there in the venue and I heard Urusha Didi ठ्याक्क उहाँको टर्न आइरहेको रहेछ, and I was there for some other work. So मैले ठ्याक्क उहाँले भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ सुनेको breaking barriers and building dreams. So it really stuck with me. So के हुन्छ त आफ्नो family pressure छ कि how you can convince your family to do certain things, but never really give up on your dream भनेर चाहिँ भन्छु.
So you'd like to like say that thing to all those Nepali young girls who are like chasing their dreams.
Yes.
Maybe that be not just the pageant, जुनसुकै सेक्टरमा भए पनि हैन, so त्यो कुराले चाहिँ एभ्रीडे लाइफमा चाहिँ आफ्नो ड्रिमलाई चेज गर्नको लागि चाहिँ हेल्प गरिराख्छ, right? So with that we conclude this round as well, and you tried to answer almost every question. So moving on, अब global stage-मा गएर चाहिँ top 10-मा पुग्नु भनेको again we really appreciate, and I think it's a proud moment to all the Nepalese people. के quality चाहिँदो रहेछ, like हुन्छ नि अब आउने दिनमा पनि there might be so many young ladies that might be watching us right now today. उहाँहरूको लागि पनि के भन्न चाहनुहुन्छ, के कुरा लिएर जाँदा चाहिँ नेपालमा त ल that's fine हैन, you need to compete with all those Nepali young girls, तर global stage-मा जानको लागि चाहिँ के quality चाहिन्छ जसले गर्दा चाहिँ top 10, top 5 or the title नै जित्न सकिन्छ होला?
त्यसको लागि चाहिँ I would say genuine conversation hold गर्न सक्ने skill, so that whenever you meet new people, त्यहाँको कस्तो हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि there are people who are noticing every single move you make. So तपाईले चाहिँ कसरी कोसँग, like how do you communicate, how are you towards them, like do you show kindness or are you arrogant, त्यस्तो कुराहरु चाहिँ उहाँहरुले एकदम नोटिस गर्नुहुन्छ, be it on the stage or off the stage. So आफुलाई कसरी क्यारी गर्ने, how do you really show yourself to people, how genuine you are as a person, त्यो कुरा चाहिँ एकदमै नै matter गर्छ. Other than that, just making sure that you look right, you're healthy, you're always bright and cheerful, that also helps a lot.
Moving with the good intention every day.
Yes.
Right? So you are a business student right now.
Yes.
What are your plans?
Right now I'm also working as an event manager in Kathmandu weddings. So I am working there for the time being, and I'd like to continue that towards the end of my bachelor's as well, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do after that.
Okay. So right now you're enjoying your job?
Yes, very much.
So what's this more about?
We have Malta International that looks over the corporate part of our events, and we have Kathmandu Weddings that looks over the social events. So we do weddings, birthdays and everything in Kathmandu Wedding, and we do corporate events with different corporate sectors of our Nepal, the events that they host. So we go and manage those kind of events.
Okay, right. That's really nice, and I think corporate events are a thing right now. Everyone wants the एकदमै मज्जाले भएको सबैजनाले attract हुने खालको events, because social media is a thing right now too. So everyone wants that perfect thing on their events. त्यो भएर पनि लाइक मान्छेहरु अवेयर भइसक्नु भयो कि अब doesn't have to be a big event, सानो सानो इभेन्ट पनि पर्फेक्ट होस् भन्ने चाहिँ मान्छेहरुले चाहनुहुन्छ अहिले.
It is kind of like employeesहरुको लागि नि it's a message of encouragement, celebration पनि हो. So I think it's very important.
Okay. So back to pageant again. So beauty with a purpose has been a buzzword in the beauty pageants for a long time being, right? So what's the purpose that drives you right now?
So I have thought about a lot of things that needs improvement, honestly. So there's this one thing that I would really like to look forward is to introduce more skill-based education. It does not require any kind of age, like teenage mai garनुपर्छ भन्ने हुँदैन. There are a lot of people who could not get educated back in the days. Even in their 40s or 50s, if they could learn a certain kind of skills and do something for themselves, that would be a great opportunity to get oneself employed. And त्यो सँगसँगै the other thing that I'm very looking forward to work in is even अहिलेको जमानामा नि in daylight there was this one instance that I saw domestic violence against women happening. So त्यो देखेर चाहिँ I was like, there is a lot of improvement that has to be done regarding that sector. So I would really like to work on that as well.
That's really saddening thing. At this day and age also we see these kind of problems openly talked in the media, and nobody is taking action, and then people forget with the time, त्यो कुराहरु. And I think it starts with the home and it starts with the individual, so we cannot be really हुन्छ नि एउटा मात्र जेन्डरलाई फोकस भएर ब्लेम गर्नु भन्दा पनि it depends on the individual, how that person is born and brought up, त्यो कुराले गर्दाखेरि पनि त्यो चाहिँ अलिकति हुन्छ. So have you seen anyone who is facing जुन आफ्नो क्लोज सर्कलमा or like domestic violence भएको, or have you took any kind of stand त्यो बेलामा त्यस्तो केही छ incident?
So there was this incident where I could not do anything that really made me sad. So there was this one time me and my mother, we were walking, and then this random dude was hanging out with this other lady, but his wife came. So that was his mistress. सो वाइफ आउनुभयो अनि त्यो देखेर चाहिँ he started instead of getting scared or anything, he started hitting the wife because she was trying to click a picture. So त्यो देखेर चाहिँ there was a crowd forming अनि हामी पनि के भयो भनेर हेर्दै गयौँ अनि त्यसपछि he was saying very derogatory words towards the wife अनि my mother was scolding him and he was like तपाईलाई के मतलब हुन्छ नि
That's not fear concern.
Exactly. It was on daylight and in public space. हुँदा हुँदै that person was on his bike अनि त्यो mistress she ran away and then there's this त्यो wife-लाई चाहिँ he yanked with one hand on the bike. So त्यो देखेर चाहिँ my mother was like almost म चाहिँ बोल्न सकिनँ because I was still not processing what was happening. Then my mom went ahead and he was like trying to stop the bike but he ran away with it. So त्यो देखेर चाहिँ we really wanted to take some kind of step त्यो बेलामा तर it all happened very quickly. एकदम छिटो भयो plus the crowd chaos अनि we could not just do anything about it त्यता चाहिँ अनि all we did was we could only imagine that what he could have done घरमा उहाँलाई झन् हुन्छ नि inside closed space कति चाहिँ abuse सहनुपर्छ होला उहाँ लेडीलाई अब त्यस्तो कुरा यस्तो normal daylight मा देखिरहेछौँ भने हामीले around a lot of other closed space so much things could be happening. फेरि domestic violence मा affect हुने भनेको त्यो particular individual victim लाई मात्र होइन कि family भरिमा
everybody.
Imagine the kid who is watching the father who is supposed to be that kid's role model doing such things to other women or other individuals. So त्यो कुराहरूले पनि it really saddened me a lot.
That's very traumatizing. I hope someday there would be like strong rules and regulations or people would be so much aware about these kind of stuffs and that would vanish one day. We can really hope that and from our हाम्रो आफ्नो तर्फबाट चाहिँ we can just speak up to let people know to aware. That's one only thing that we can do right now. It was lovely talking to you, Prapti, today. Thank you so much for being here at the show.
Absolutely.
We are almost at the end of the show. Jada Zade, is there any messages or anything that you would like to share to your well-wishers?
I would like to thank every single person who was there for me, right from the beginning till this day and more to come. So thank you very much. I really loved your support and I really respect that. Thank you very much.
All the best for whatever you do on the coming days too.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
So with that amazing conversation with Miss Asia Pacific International Nepal 2025, Prapti Ranabhat, we are at the end of the show. You can also watch this episode by logging on to www.ntv.org.np and also on our YouTube channel. This is Rojika and the team signing off for today. I'll see you next week at the same time. Till then, take care, bye-bye, and also keep watching NTV+.